Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over a ETF from SOFI called WKLY. I think this might be helpful for some people. Uh, it seems like a good ETF, but it has a lowish dividends around like 3% plus. There's also something called TGIF also from SOFI, uh, but that's more fixed income. And the reason why these might be helpful is that you can kind of recycle your dividends into higher dividend yielding investments or vice versa. Like for example, let's say like since weekly and TGIF they pay out on a weekly basis, you might be able to fill in the gaps for like let's say like you have triple QY, and then you also maybe have like a YieldMax ETF like TSLY, and then you can take the the weeklies that um, dividends and put them into triple QY or TSLY, because like triple QY pays like kind of like closer to like the beginning of the month, whereas TSLY kind of pays in like near kind of the middle. But that leaves like the other weeks where you don't have a dividend. You can take those and then put them into triple QY or TSLY as you see fit. Now, in the old days, we used to call this dividend recycling, but now I guess like it's more popular to say it's dividend snowballing. But regardless, I think this is still a good concept. You can kind of take dividends from one week and kind of cycle it into like the next week if you so choose. So weekly has a 49 basis points uh, expense ratio, so I think that's fairly reasonable. And then TGIF, I believe, has a 59 basis points, so it's not too much more. I believe TGIF at the time of this recording has about like a 5%, but again, it's fixed income, so like you're probably not gonna get as much price appreciation. So I want to go over just like on the weekly. Uh, you know these are pretty big and fairly well-known companies, so there's nothing too crazy here. I guess like also the added bonus for this one, it has like some international exposure with Toyota, so I think that could be good for some people. And as I mentioned earlier, since it has a weekly structure, it's really good for like filling in gaps because I anticipate most of my holdings going forward will probably be concentrated within Defiance and YieldMax. Maybe Clip. Maybe I'll start like a small position. And then, but that still leaves out like one week where I'm not getting a dividend. So I would like to fix that by putting in some, either weekly or TGF in there as well. So that would solve like a few of my problems. Also, like it'll also help, diversifying like outside of like the U.S. as well. So it's kind of funny. I guess like when you send out positive vibes out there, like you kind of get it back. So I guess in general, try to look at like the payable dates for your holdings. Uh, so like let's say like at the bare minimum, you could probably get away with like just having four monthly paying ETFs or stocks. This way you get something every week. Alternatively, you can kind of like find 12 quarterly paying stocks, and then kind of like spread it out over like the 12 I guess like over 52 weeks as well. Or you can just like mix and match. I think like that's probably more practical instead of trying to like to force uh 4 or 12. You can kind of do it your way. And then this also helps you to like rebalance and kind of like move your money around faster within your portfolio so you can compound at a quicker rate. So I think like in general for SoFi, these are two very interesting ETFs that you might want to consider for your portfolio. Again, this might be good for those that don't have international exposure, but I still think that it's still good to have o- other income-based investments such as treasuries or dividend aristocrats to kind of balance out the portfolio depending on your needs. So again, the risk would be like that. I don't anticipate like these ETFs to have like good capital appreciation potential. But again, it depends on like uh, when you buy. These are kind of more like I feel like these are probably better suited for those that are heading into retirement. Of course, like yields might not be consistent like from week to week. Uh, and in the event of a crash, everything might move in the same direction. And I noticed like they don't have any options, even though that they've been around for a while, and it has like kind of lowish volume. So again, I just want to thank all my new subscribers, and of course like old subscribers as well. Thank you for giving this video a like. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Bye now.